Okay, on page 178, let's look at the software orientation about the layout tab. So up here in the table tools, I have a layout tab. I'm going to switch to my layout tab. And you can see all the different things that pop up. We have the draw group. We've used some of those already. Rows and column group, merge, cell size, alignment, and data. Let's go ahead and begin the step-by-step on the bottom of page 178. On the Table Tools Layout tab in the Tables group, click the View Grid Lines button to hide the grid lines. So View Grid Lines down over here, we're going to click that button. And the grid lines, to hide the grid lines. So mine were hidden. Now they are. Click the View button again to display grid lines, enable more precise editing. So I'm going to click it so that I have my grid lines are showing. On the Layout tab, in the Cell Size group, click the Auto Fit, then to open the drop-down arrow. On the drop-down menu, click Auto Fit Contents. Each column with now changes to fit the data in the column. So some of the columns became wider, some became narrower to fit the contents. Go ahead and save the document and leave it open for the next one. Go ahead and read page 179. We're going to begin the step-by-step on the middle of page 179 on resizing a row or column. So click in the first column. That would be over here, even though it's not colored. We're going to click there. And position the mouse pointer over the horizontal ruler on the first column marker. So up here is our first column marker. Okay. Kind of shows you the column marker on the ruler. Columns can be adjusted manually by dragging. The pointer changes to a double-headed arrow, so you can see my pointer is a double-headed arrow there, along the screen tip Move Table column. Click and drag the column marker to the right until the contents of the cell extend in a single line along the top of the cell. On the Table Tools layout in the Cell Size group, the width automatically adjusts to 2.9 inches. Okay, so we're going to go back just a little bit. Okay. We want this width to be about 2.19, so I need to go to the right just a little bit. Okay. As the column is manually extended, so is the width. The distance of columns can be adjusted manually, so can rows. The vertical ruler is used to adjust the row markers. Okay. Position the insertion point in the phone number column. So over here in the phone number. On the Layout tab and the Table group, select the Select button, and then choose Select Column from the drop-down menu. So here's my table group, Select. I'm going to select Column, so that highlight column is now highlighted. In the Layout tab, in the Cell Size group, click the up arrow in the width box until it reads 1.1. So I'm going to click this until I get to 1.1. And the column width changes. The phone number now fit in a single line. Place the insertion point anywhere in the first row. In the table group, click the Select button again and then select row 1. So select row, since my cursor was in the first row, it selects that row. In the Cell Size group, click the Dialog Launcher box. So I'm going to click this box to launch my box. The Table Properties dialog box appears. click the Row tab, click the Specify Height until the box reads 0.5. So we're going to change this to 0.5, so it's ½ inch high. Click the Next Row button. Notice the changes applied to the first row. So already this one became higher. By clicking the Next Row button, the selection moves down one row. Click OK. In the cell size group, notice the height for row 2 is at 0.19. Mine says 0.16, but it should be 0.19. And row 1 is at ½ inch. So if I click up here in row 1, it's ½ inch. I click in row 2, it's 0.16. Click on any cell to remove the selection and go ahead and save this to your folder. Moving a row or column. So the step-by-step on the top of page 181. Use the document that is open in the tabs in the table. Select the 4th row of data. Okay. So I'm just going to click here and I'm going to use my select button to do that. The select row. So my 4th row is selected. With the mouse over the selected text, hold down the mouse button and move the mouse. Notice the mouse pointer changes to move pointer with the rectangular shaped insertion point. Okay, see that little rectangle there underneath my mouse arrow? Drag the rectangular shaped insertion point down and position it before the W in Wingtip Toys. So I'm going to move it all the way down here before that W. Release the mouse button, and you can see that row 4 now has moved down to be right above that Wingtip Toys. Place the insertion point in the second column of the table, which contains first names. Click the Select button and then select that column. Position the pointer inside the selected cells and right-click Display Shortcut Menu. So I'm going to have a shortcut menu came up. Select Cut to delete that column of text and move the remaining columns to the left. So that first name column just disappeared. Position the pointer inside the selected cells and place the insertion point on the phone number column. Right-click to display the shortcut menu under the Paste options. A new Paste option menu is displayed with the options Insert as New Column, Next Table, Insert a New Row, or Keep Text Only. So if I go over these, Insert New Column, Next Table, Insert a New Row, or Keep Text. Okay. Click anywhere and select the first option, Insert as New Column. And the first name column is pasted to the left of the phone number, so we have it right to the left of the phone number column. So now it's last name, then first name. Click anywhere in the table to deselect. Go ahead and save this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do one more step-by-step and then we'll stop this video. So use the document that is open. Position the insertion point anywhere inside the table. On the Page Layout tab, in the Page Layout tab in the Table group, use the Select button and then hit Select Table. So I want to go ahead and select the whole table. In the Layout tab in the Table group, click the Properties button. So here's my properties. The Properties dialog box pops open. Click the Table tab. In the Alignment section, click Center, so I can center all my text this way. Click OK. The table now is centered horizontally on the page. So it's centered equally between my right and left option. Click anywhere in the table to deselect it. Save the document to your folder. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and we'll pick up on page 182.